There lived a young girl named Affiong in the village of Ikot Uboh in Nigeria. She resides with her elder sister Ekaete as their parents died many years ago. She was impregnated at 15 by a young man of age 19 who refused the child and denied ever having anything to do with her. Affiong was a very young, beautiful girl who wanted the best for herself. As a little girl, she was smart and vibrant, but was raised in a rural environment which didn't allow her explore the best out of life. They lived in a mud house with tattered roof and were in serious discomfort when rain falls and wet their belongings. Affiong was in JS3 and could barely speak and understand the English language because of her environment. Despite that, she was so hardworking and determined to leave the village to the city where she could get quality education. But the opportunity never presented itself to her. The young girl cried always at her closet, praying for God to help her. She always go with her elder sister to the farm to harvest crops to sell, and they were able to make money to feed themselves. Because of lack of sex orientation and education that largely existed in the rural area, she began having sexual affair with a young man named Ndufreke, who promised to love and take good care of her. Ndufreke is from a wealthy family, and his father, Obongowo, has the largest cocoa plantation in the village of Ikot Uboh. During their leisure time, they often play around the river banks in the village because it was a cool spot with a serene atmosphere, a very quiet place with no one to disturb them. And because of lack of proper home training and wanting to survive since her parents were dead, Affiong had already been exposed negatively too early. One day, she asked him questions at the river bank.
Ndufreke, do you really love me?
Yes, I do. Why did you ask?
I just want to be sure of your love for me, just to know if I'm not making a mistake.
Affiong never knew what it was to have a boyfriend and was so keen on being with him because of the beautiful gifts she regularly receives from him. As a naive girl of 15, she never knew what Ndufreke was aiming at, as she often sleeps at his house some afternoons without her elder sister knowing. 2 months later, Affiong started noticing pregnancy symptoms like vomiting and a protruding stomach. One fateful day, Affiong was washing her clothes with her elder sister at the stream, and she immediately left to the river bank to vomit. Ekaete was shocked by her younger sister's weird behavior and quickly approached her and asked,
What is wrong with you, Affiong? Or are you pregnant? No, how can I be pregnant, sister? I am too young for that. Do not think that of me, please.
6 months later, it started dawning on her that she was pregnant. Her sister couldn't believe what she saw, and she angrily asked,
Who got you pregnant, eh? Ekaete, I will kill you today if you do not tell me who is responsible for your pregnancy.
The young girl was traumatized emotionally and didn't have the courage to tell her elder sister what transpired between her and Ndufreke. She eventually summoned courage to tell her, and her angry sister took her to Ndufreke's parents' family compound. As they both were approaching Ndufreke's family compound, he quickly ran away after seeing them. His parents were shocked at his fifth move and called him to come back, but he refused. Ekaete and Affiong then shouted at them,
See what your son have done to my little sister. He must take good care of her, as I can no longer accommodate her in my house.
With annoyance, Ndufreke's father, Mr. Isisong, went to get his son from the room and brought him out in the presence of everyone and asked, Son, are you the owner of this pregnancy? Ndufreke, while gnashing his teeth, said, No, father, I have never met her before in my life. Then Affiong shouted,
So you are denying me, eh? It will never be well with you, Ndufreke, for putting me in this terrible condition at my age. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Why are you lying? Please tell your parents the truth.
Unfortunately, Ndufreke's parents didn't receive Affiong and her pregnancy, as they listened to their son, who affirmed that he had never met her before. Life became very hard for Affiong as she dropped out of secondary school to start doing farming and other menial jobs with her elder sister to just survive. Her elder sister Ekaete had a close friend whose name is Adeshina, a core member serving in the village, and has been supporting them with money and other items anytime they had financial crisis. Daily, after rounding up with his duties at his primary place of assignment, he would go to Ekaete's place to spend quality time with her. One day, he went to the provision store to get beverages and fruits for Affiong so she could maintain a healthy diet. Hello, good morning. How are you doing today?
I am fine. How was work today?
Fine, my dear. I went to the grocery store to buy these things for Affiong. Please give it to her when she returns from the farm.
Really? Thank you. God bless you. You are a good Samaritan and definitely a God saint.
At 9 months, the day of child delivery, Affiong couldn't afford to pay for her hospital bills. So her eldest sister took her to a male midwife, a pastor who struggled to help her deliver. Ekaete quickly reached out to Adeshina and he left his PPA and went to the grocery store to buy things to give her and also gave her money. Take these items and money. You and your sister would definitely need it for her child delivery.
Oh, Adeshina, thank you. You have really done so much for my family. Only God will reward you for me.
Day 3 of child delivery, Affiong couldn't deliver as she was in excruciating pain. Her elder sister was so worried and she asked,
Pastor, what is wrong with my sister? It has been 3 days now and my sister hasn't delivered.
Then the pastor said, the opening of Affiong's vagina is very tight and close for her to successfully welcome her baby since she hasn't been having intercourse for a long time before the set day of delivery. Ekaete placed her hands on her head and started crying. The pastor then suggested that they take Affiong to a more experienced midwife who can help with the child delivery. Apparently, the midwife, whose name is Idongisit, is the wife of a pastor at Ikot Uboh church. Ekaete was taken to the experienced midwife and Idongisit said,
Why didn't you people bring her since? This is a life or death matter now, as I cannot guarantee her safety.
Ekaete and Mr. Isisong left Affiong with Idongisit on the 4th day of delivery and she tried to massage the vagina area while cautioning Affiong to push the baby gently. While at it, Idongisit continued to pray and Affiong miraculously welcomed a beautiful baby girl on the 4th day. Mrs. Idongisit quickly called for Ekaete and Pastor Isisong, who became so elated after hearing about a successful child delivery. Ekaete was cleaned up and taken home as the community celebrated her resilience. Her dreams and aspirations were shattered as she could no longer pursue her future due to early childbirth, but she worked hard to train her daughter, Enobong, who later became a medical doctor. Sex and health education and orientation should be taught by health educators in the rural environment to equip the girl child with the right knowledge and sensitize them about the negativity of having intercourse at a very young age, which would enable them make the right decision and reduce the menace associated with girl child prostitution, early childbirth, and many others. In all things, we should always thank God as He is the author and finisher of our faith. This is a true life story, guys. Thanks for watching this video to the end, and please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a lovely day ahead. Peace out.